Good morning, students. In this segment, we have to talk about the next hormones. So that is hormone of heart, hormone of kidney, the hormone of gastrointestinal tract. So what is the hormone? Beta? Hormones are the non-nutrients. These are the chemical messengers. Hormones are the non-nutrients. So these are the chemical messengers. This is act as a chemical messenger. And these hormones are producing a trace hormone. So this is the scientific definition of the hormone. The word of hormone, it is proposed by the which scientist? Starling scientist. Right? The first hormone to be detected in the dog, so that is the secretin hormone. So we have to talk about the hormones, so different type of hormones it is producing from the different type of visceral organs. So what is the meaning of visceral organs? Which organs are present inner side of the body, so that kind of organs are known as a visceral organ. So we have to talk some important hormones, so which is producing from the visceral organs. So you have to see here beta in this slide. So this is the beautiful diagramatic representation of the internal structure of heart. The right heart has how many chambers? We know the heart has the 4 chambers. Upper chambers are known as the atria and the lower chambers is known as the ventricles. The right auricle or the right atrium in their right corner, it is containing a specialized structures. You know better that structures are called as a SAND, sino-auricular node. It is also known as a pacemaker. Why it is known as a pacemaker? Because it is having a self-exciting power. It is producing a stimulus. It is producing the nerve impulse. So that's why it is known as a pacemaker. And it is also known as the heart of heart. So which is known as the heart of heart? SAN is known as the heart of heart. Right. In this right atrium, it is containing other important cells. So that cells are called as a right atrial myocyte. What is the cell name beta? Right atrial myocyte. So this right atrial myocyte, it is responsible for the production of chemical substance. That chemical substance is known as a ANF. So what is the abbreviation of ANF? Atrial natriuretic peptide. So atrial natriuretic peptide. So this kind of hormone, it is producing from the atrial myocytes. Okay. So what is the role of this ANF? What is the significance of the ANF hormone? So this ANF hormone, it plays a major role in the decreasing of blood pressure. How the blood pressure is decreasing in the human beings. So whenever the blood pressure is high into the blood vessels, so during that time, so that blood pressure, it is recognizing by the receptors. So that receptors are located in the right corner of the right atrium. Okay, right? So that receptors are receiving it is perceiving the high blood pressure. So during that time, so these receptors are stimulated by the help of ANF. Okay, ANF means atrial natriuretic factor. It is releasing, it is a hormone. So that hormones are helping the regulating the blood pressure. So during that time, whenever this ANF is releases into the blood, so during that time, it is act on the blood vessels. So during that time, what happened beta? The lumen of blood vessel, it is relaxed, means dilation of the blood vessels. So dilation of the blood vessels, what happened? Automatically, what happened beta? Blood pressure will be decreases. The increasing of the lumen of size. So what happened? It promotes the low BP. It promotes the low BP. So this is the very important hormone. So that is the ANF hormone. So what is the antagonistic function of ANF? What is the opposite function of the this hormone? Means ANF means atrial natriuretic factor. So this is the very important. It is helping the decreasing of blood vessels, decreasing of the blood vessels. It promotes the low blood pressure. But you know beta, another hormone is there in our body, that is the aldosterone hormone. So this aldosterone hormone, it helps in the absorption of sodium and the water, and it secretes the potassium ions in the particular region. So that is the DCT and convoluted tube. Okay, so this hormone is important for the increasing of blood pressure. So what is the hormone beta? Aldosterone, it is helps in the increasing the blood pressure. ANF, it is help in the decreasing of blood pressure. Why I am saying this combination beta? Because in examination sometimes they are asking the, so which hormone is helping the increasing of blood pressure, which hormone is decreasing the blood pressure. So ANF, it is helping the decreasing the blood pressure, and aldosterone, it is helps in the increasing the blood pressure. So this is called as antagonistic functions. This is known as antagonistic function. So this type of questions already given in our AIPMD examination. So what is a antagonistic hormone of glucagon? Insulin. What is the antagonistic hormone of ANF? That is the which hormone beta? Aldosterone. So this type of questions will be appearing in the examination beta. So this is the very important topic, ANF, right? ANF, it is a hormone. So that hormone is producing from the myocytes of the right chamber of the right atrium. Okay, so this is the hormone beta. Okay, when the blood pressure is increases, ANF causes the dilation of blood vessels to reducing the BP. So this is the first hormone. So let us talk about the next hormone. So the next hormone is a erythropoietin. Erythropoietin. What is the next hormone? Erythropoietin. What is the meaning of the erythropoietin? So erythro means RBC cells and poietin means production. The production of RBC cells. The production of RBC cells by the influencing of hormone. So that hormone is known as a erythropoietin hormone. That hormone is known as a erythropoietin hormone. So that erythropoietin hormone, it is producing from the kidneys. What is the main importance of the kidneys, beta? The kidneys are the chief excretory organ in the human beings. It is helping the removing of nitrogenous waste material, excess amount of the water and the excess amount of the elements. It is removing out. So that process So that process is called as elimination. Okay. What is the main excretory organs in human body? Kidneys. This is a function, and it is also helping the osmoregulation process. But this kidney, it is also help in the production of hormone. So that hormone is known as a erythropoietin hormone. So this erythropoietin hormone, it is producing from the kidney by the specialized cells. That cells are known as a GJA. What is the meaning of the JGA? Juxtaglomerular apparatus or the juxtaglomerular cells. It is responsible for the production of the erythropoietin hormone. It is a peptide hormone. Why it is known as a peptide hormone? What is the reason, beta? So because this kind of hormone, it is producing by the combination of the peptides. Means this is a part of the amino acids. So okay, by the combination of these peptide hormones, it can making a new hormone. So that new hormone is known as a erythropoietin. Okay, so what is the importance of the erythropoietin? It is promoting the synthesis of RBC cells in a particular region that is known as a bone marrow. Okay, so the bone marrow, it is a site for the production of RBCs, because that bone marrow, it is containing a specialized cells that is known as a erythroid. It is known as a erythroid progenitor cells. What is the cell name, beta? Erythroid progenitor cells. It is located in the long bone marrows. It is located in the bone marrow. So this particular cells, it is having ability to producing the RBC cells. RBCs means red blood corpuscles. What is the lifespan of RBC, beta? 120 days. So which organ is considered as a graveyard of RBC? The spleen is considered as a graveyard of RBC cells. So these RBC cells are producing the bone marrow, but it is destroying in the spleen. So this is known as a graveyard of RBC cells. So this is about the erythropoietin hormone, beta. So this is the hormone. The decreasing rate of this hormone, it is going to lead a disease. So that is known as anemia. Okay, anemia means decreasing of RBC cell. It is known as a anemia. What is the normal count of RBC? 4.5 to 5.5. So this is the millions of RBCs are present in the 100 cubic milliliters. Okay, this is the normal ranges of the RBC cells. After that, we have to talk about the next hormone. So that next hormone, it is producing from the producing from the gastrointestinal tract. It is producing from the gastrointestinal tract, so that is said to be the alimental canal.
So it is producing some peptide hormones.
So it is producing some peptide hormones. So there are the 5 peptide hormones which will be producing from this alimentary canal. The first of all, we have to talk about the first hormone. So that is the gastrin hormone. Which hormone, beta? Gastrin hormone. So this gastrin hormone, it is produced by the duodenal mucosa cell. What is the duodenum? The first part of small intestine. The first part of small intestine, it is known as the duodenum. It is a V-shaped structure, beta. U-shaped structure. The first part of small intestine is known as the duodenum. The mucosa part of duodenum, it is having ability to secrete a hormone that is known as a gastrin hormone. What is the hormone, beta? Gastrin. So this gastrin hormone, it is an act on the another gland. That gland is known as a gastric gland. What is the gland name, beta? Gastric gland. Okay, gastrin act on the which gland? Gastric gland. So this gastric gland is stimulated by gastrin, and it is secreting, it is producing a hormone, it is producing some chemicals, enzymes. So what is the enzyme, beta? Pepsinogen enzyme. The pepsinogen enzyme, it is producing from the gastric gland. And hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid, it is also producing from the gastric gland by the specialized cells. What is the cell name, beta? Oxyntic cells or the parietal.
What is the oxyntic cells and the parietal cells?
What is the oxyntic cells and the parietal cells? These oxyntic cells, otherwise is known as the parietal cells. These cells are having ability to producing the hydrochloric acid in the human beings. What is the role of hydrochloric acid? So this hydrochloric acid, it is combines with the food, and food becomes the acidic nature, and it kills the microorganism. When we have to take the food materials, for example, when we have to taking the contaminated food materials, so that contaminated food materials are containing a different kind of bacteria, so different kind of microorganisms. Whenever these food materials are reaching into the stomach, during the time, what happens? These oxyntic cells are producing a chemical substance that is called as a hydrochloric acid. It is having high concentration because the low pH is present. So that's why this hydrochloric acid, it is kills to the microorganisms. So this is the very important for the competitive examination. So this is the role of gastrin. Gastrin is a hormone. So that hormone, it is producing from the first part of intestine, that is known as the duodenum. Okay, it is act on the gastric gland to secrete, to releasing of the which chemicals? Hydrochloric acid and pepsinogen. So this pepsinogen or pepsin hormone, it is producing from the chief cells of gastric gland. What is the cells, beta? Chief cells. Okay, this is the very important for the competitive examination. The next part, secretin hormone. What is the hormone, beta? Next hormone is a secretin hormone. So this hormone, it is also producing from the, it is also producing from the duodenal mucosa region. So this secretin hormone, it is an act on. So this secretin hormone, it is an act on the which, beta? It is an act on the pancreas to releasing the pancreatic enzymes. Secretin, it is a hormone. It is also producing from the duodenal mucosa. It is an act on the exocrine part of the pancreas. It is stimulating to secretion of water plus bicarbonate. Okay, so this is the importance of the secretion. It is stimulates the exocrine pancreas to secrete the water and bicarbonate ion. So this is the secretin. The third hormone to be producing from the mucosal intestinal tract. So that third hormone is known as a CCK. That is known as a CCK, cholecystokinin. CCK means cholecystokinin. So this kind of hormone, which is stimulates the secretion of bile from the gallbladder. So gallbladder, it is a pear-shaped structure which is locating on the surface of liver. So what is the role of gallbladder? So this gallbladder, it can store the bile juice. Okay, so this bile juice, it is releasing by the contraction of sphincter. And it is releasing by the contraction of one hormone. So that hormone is called as a CCK hormone. So that question also given in the previous AIPMT examination beta. So this is the very important. So right, CCK, it is stimulating the secretion of bile from the gallbladder and pancreatic enzymes from the pancreas. So this is the function of CCK hormone. Now this CCK is also known as a pancreozymin. So which hormone is also known as a pancreozymin? That is the CCK hormone. So this CCK, it is a act on the gallbladder as well as the pancreas for the production of bile and pancreatic juices, right? The next one is a gastro inhibiting peptide hormone. Gastro inhibiting peptide hormone. It is also producing from the mucosal intestinal part. So this hormone, it is regulating the secretion of gastrin. It is regulating the secretion of gastrin. So this is the gastrointestinal peptide, or simply known as a GIP. It is known as a GIP. It is inhibit the secretions. Which secretions? Gastric secretions. So this is about the gastric inhibitory peptide. This is known as a gastric inhibitory peptide hormone. So this is the very important hormone.
So after that, next one is
several other non-endocrine tissues. Several other non-endocrine tissues. It is also producing a hormones. So that hormone is known as a growth factor hormones. What is the hormone name, beta? Growth factor hormone. So this growth factor hormone, it is help in the growth and development of the different kinds of tissues. And it is also plays a major role in the regeneration or repairing of the tissues or other structures, right? So that is the importance of the growth factor. It is producing from the non-endocrine tissues. It is producing from the non-endocrine tissues, right? So after that, we have to talk about the
So this is the types of hormones.
So this is the types of hormones and based on the chemical nature. So already we discussed, but once again we have to discussing about this one. So peptide, the hormones are types of hormones. The hormones are different types based upon their composition. Peptide hormones and the polypeptide hormones and the protein hormones. So this is the one category, means all categories belonging to the protein and the peptides. What is the example of this category? The example is a insulin hormone. What is the hormone, beta? Insulin hormone. And the second one is a glucagon hormone. Insulin, it is help in the inhibiting the glucose level in blood. But glucagon, this hormone, it is producing from the alpha cells. It is increases the glucose level in our body. Okay, so both hormones are exhibiting the antagonistic nature from each other, right? So this is the insulin and the glucagon. And then after that, the pituitary hormones. Which hormones were the pituitary hormones? It is also belonging to the peptide and polypeptide and the protein hormones. Next is a hypothalamic hormone. So which is known as the hypothalamic hormone, beta? What is the hypothalamus? Recall the hypothalamus. What is the hypothalamus? Hypothalamus is a part of brain. Hypothalamus is a part of brain. From this hypothalamus, it is producing a different kinds of enzymes. So that is the oxytocin hormone and the ADH hormone. It is producing from the hypothalamus region by the help of specialized cells. So we are giving the name. So that cells are known as a neurosecretory cells. What is the cell name? Neurosecretory cells, which is present in the hypothalamus. It is responsible for the production of two kinds of hormones. That is the antidiuretic hormone. It is also known as a vasopressin. Why it is known as a vasopressin? Because this hormone, it is a help in the contraction of blood vessels. So due to the that reason, what happened, beta? Lumen of the blood vessels, it is going to contract. Whenever the blood vessel is going to contract, what happened, beta? Blood pressure is increases. Okay, so which hormone is known as a vasopressin? ADH. It is producing from the hypothalamus, right? Oxytocin is also producing from the hypothalamic region by the help of neurosecretory cells. So this oxytocin is also known as a birth hormone. It is also known as a birth hormone, and it is also known as a milk ejecting hormone. जब भी बेटा मम्मी जब भी बेटी की या बेटे की आवाज सुनती है, बेटा रोने की आवाज सुनती है, within 20 seconds, so this hormone, it is releasing, and within 20 seconds, what happened, beta? The milk is ejecting from the mammary glands of the females. So this is the after the delivery. So this is the very important mechanism. This is okay. Which hormone? This is the which hormone, beta? Oxytocin hormone. It is also known as a birth hormone. It is also known as a milk ejecting hormone. Then the third category is called as the steroid hormones. Steroid means These kind of hormones are made up by the help of fat or the cholesterol. So that's why it is called as the steroid hormones. So these steroid hormones are cortisol, testosterone, estradiol, and the progesterone. So these are the examples of the steroid hormones. What is the example, beta? Cortisol. It is also known as a glucocorticoid. Cortisol is also known as a glucocorticoid hormone. It helps in the increasing level of the glucose in the blood. So that is the function of the cortisol. And this hormone is also known as a life-saving hormone and stress combat hormone. So which hormone is known as a life-saving hormone or stress combat hormone? Cortisol is known as a life-saving hormone or life-saving hormone and stress combat hormone. This is the very important for the competitive examination. And the next one is a testosterone. It is known as androgen, chief androgen. So it gives the male secondary sexual characters in the male organism. Estradiol, it is also known as the estrogen. It is a female hormone. Okay, it is helping the production of secondary sexual characters in the female organism. The progesterone, so it is helping the which purpose, beta? Mammary glands are developing by the influencing of progesterone. And it is also helping the releasing of milk from the alveoli cells. So which is located in the which area in the
next third category is known as a
iodothyronines. Iodothyronines. What is the meaning of the iodothyronines? Iodothyronines means that this is the specialized category of the hormone. So that kind of hormone, it is producing by the combination of iodine element. So due to that reason, it is known as a iodothyronine. Okay, what is the example? Thyroxine hormone. Thyroid gland, which is located in the neck area, it is producing a thyroxine hormone. There are the two types of hormones. One is a T3 hormone, another one is known as a T4 hormone. Okay, so this is the two kinds of hormones which is producing from the thyroid gland. And the calcitonin is also producing from the thyroid gland. Okay, right? The last one is a amino acid derivatives. Means this kind of hormones are producing from the help of amino acid. What is the example? Beta? Adrenaline. It is known as a fight and flight hormone. It is known as a fight and flight hormone, right? This is the adrenaline hormone. It is also known as a emergency hormone. So which hormone is known as emergency hormone, beta? Adrenaline hormone is known as emergency hormone. It is also known as epinephrine. It is producing by the combination of amino acids. The next one is a noradrenaline hormone. Which hormone, beta? Noradrenaline. It is also known as a epinephrine hormone. So this is the two hormones which is included into the amino acid derivatives. So this is about the hormones, beta. This is the different kinds of hormones. Okay, based upon their chemical nature. Okay, thank you students for watching this video. Okay, bye, see you. We will meet you next class. Thank you. Bye.